Hey guys, welcome back to Wrangle Mate. I hope you enjoyed the last tutorial where I walked you through all the basic functionalities of Wrangle Mate. Today we're going to talk about transcodes. So imagine you've offloaded all your cards for the day, you're done with your logging, and now it's a requirement for your workflow to transcode the media to make it quickly accessible to post-production so they can review the footage or get a head start on editing. So I'm aware there's plenty of options out there, such as Silverstack, Edit Ready, and whatnot, to make this all automated directly after the offload. However, quite often it's a requirement for my clients to have this done through DaVinci Resolve. It just gives me more control over the footage before I actually transcode it, and quite often I don't actually want to transcode it immediately after the offload. So yeah, DaVinci Resolve is my go-to tool. It's also a lot faster compared to any other solution I've tested out there. It's like easily 4 to 6 times faster, at least with my setup, compared to anything else I've tested. So I really like it. Yeah, the only downside is that there's no easy bulk transcode option. So let's say I've offloaded 30, 40, 50 cards a day, and I want to transcode everything as per my specifications. There's no tool within DaVinci Resolve to automate this or to make this easy. Yeah, so I came up with a DaVinci Resolve integration into Wrangle Mate. Let's see what this looks like. So over here in the settings, we have this DaVinci Resolve button, and here we have a toggle and enable DaVinci Resolve Studio. Again, this needs to be the studio version to make sure it all works. Make sure that you have DaVinci Resolve already open and running in the background before you open Wrangle Mate. And then you can simply toggle this here. This will give you a few more options. We have 2 modes. We can create timelines automatically and apply a LUT. That's the first thing I'm going to show you. So basically, we just want to create timelines of all the offloaded cards and also apply a custom LUT. So we're going to toggle this. You have the option to select your LUT files here. When you click this, this should automatically fetch all the native DaVinci Resolve LUT files, and you can just choose one from here, or you can upload a custom LUT that you've saved somewhere on your computer. Okay, for now we're going to choose quite an obvious LUT. We're going to invert all the colors of our test footage, and let's take this for a spin. Here we've got all our offloaded folders from the test rushes shoot day 1. I want to select them all. This gives us 9 folders in total, so we should see 9 bins in here, and this is going to fetch all the MXF clips that have been detected here. Okay, now that we've enabled the DaVinci Resolve integration, we have this DaVinci Automation button down here, which wasn't there before. Let's just take this for a spin and have a look at DaVinci Resolve in the background. It does its magic in the background, and yeah, already done. It's created 9 bins in here, and it pulled in all the MXF folders, basically went through all the high-res media folders that we've offloaded for every subfolder, created this bin, and also created a timeline for each folder. So basically every offloaded card, all the footage in there, created a timeline, done, and it also applied our LUT. So if we check here, right, our LUT has been applied. Quite obvious, it's all inverted colors. Okay, and that's basically all there's to it for the first functionality. Now let's have a look at the second one. Let's say we now want to render, like create proxies for all of our offloaded cards. So we just change the automation mode to create timelines and add them to the render queue. There we go. This gives us a couple more options. We can select an output directory. Obviously, we want to save the transcodes somewhere. I've created this transcodes folder within here. Let's just choose this. But you can also go ahead and add your own folder within there. Let's just name this shoot day 001 transcodes. Done. Down here we have the render presets option. So this basically fetches all the available render presets within DaVinci Resolve. However, I highly recommend we create our own preset as per our needs. and then we go from there. Let me just quickly remove those old bins that we've created. Okay, so let's pretend like we want to make these files mxf op atoms in dnxhrlb to make it, for example, make it ready for AVID Media Composer. You select your resolution there, 960 by 540 in our case. Make sure you select individual clips up here. All the audio is looking fine. Again, make sure the file name uses the source name. And then you're pretty much good to go. Like, adjust this to whatever floats your boat, whatever is needed for your workflow. And then you simply save the preset up here. Save as new preset. And we name this my custom preset. And we're good to go. So this is our custom preset. And now I head over back to Wrangle Mate, refresh the presets. And all the way at the bottom, we can see now my custom preset. Select this real quick, and then we're good to go. We still got our 9 folders here selected, and let's just hit the DaVinci automation button again. There we go, it's doing its magic in the background again. Basically, it does all the same things as it did for creating timelines, but now it also adds every timeline as a render job to the render queue and applies our custom preset that we've just created. And it's easy enough. You can then just cross-reference it here. That's what I like to do. The first job, we should have 9 jobs in total because we had 9 folders selected here. That's looking good. We have 2 clips here, 2 clips there, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, and so on and so forth, all the way down to 8, 8. And that's all there's to it. We're good to go. We can kick off our render presets, our render jobs, and it's off to the races and running. So now this should be visible in our transcodes folder. Here it's transcoding all the render jobs within our specified shoot-day-1 transcodes. It's currently transcoding the first batch, which is the FX6 A01 card. And that's all there's to it. Let me know your feedback. This is my go-to solution in the field. It's proven to work really well. And yeah, I'm keen to hear what you've got to say about it. And yeah, enjoy Wrangle Mate. See you in the next tutorial. Thank you.